Hello, everyone. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. Welcome to The Takeout. The federal government is awash in acronyms, letters strung together to identify an agency or legislation. Most acronyms are benign. RIF is not. RIF stands for reduction in force. If you are a federal worker, it means you are fired or are destined to be. Elon Musk and his Doge companions, we remember them, went on a bit of a RIF rager earlier this year. That led other federal employees seeing the RIFs around them to read the RIF writing on the wall and volunteer for early retirement. Combined, that has trimmed the federal workforce by about 300,000, roughly one half early retirements, the others firings. This out of a federal workforce of about 2.4 million when Trump 2.0 began. OMB is another acronym, stands for Office of Management and Budget. During a shutdown, which we now have, it is empowered to decide what operates and what doesn't. This particular OMB under President Trump has also interpreted that power to decide what stays and what goes. In the president's words, permanently. Russ Vought, head of OMB, posted today, the RIFs have begun today. We don't know how many. We don't know which agencies are involved. Lawmakers are scrambling to try to find out. And some wonder if this is real or a scare tactic meant to build political pressure to end the shutdown. Remember, President Trump said over and over this week, when the firings did begin, Democratic programs would suffer. The Federal Employees Union that has threatened to file lawsuits to block whatever OMB unleashed today. Scare tactic or scythe, federal employees head into this weekend either anxious or potentially unemployed. Their lives a bit more on edge. Also on edge, though not directly related, the stock market. All three indexes fell today. The Dow by nearly 2%, the NASDAQ by 3.5%, and the S&P by nearly 3%. All this amid new Trump trade tensions with China. For more on all of this, and it's been a very busy Friday, we turn to Natalie Brand at the White House. Natalie, what do we know, and how should we describe what has gone on with OMB regarding federal employees?
Yeah, well, CBS News has confirmed from some federal employees that these notices have begun to go out, informing them that they will be fired in 60 days. Now, unclear at this point what will happen if the government reopens before then, and obviously everyone's hoping for that. We have not received a whole lot of information from administration officials, from the Office of Management of Budget, which noted that these RIFs would be substantial, but again, no details on numbers. And we've been reaching out to all the agencies. So far, we have confirmed RIFs are in the works for agencies including Health and Human Services, the Department of Education, CISA, which is the cybersecurity agency at DHS, the Treasury Department, EPA. But again, no spokesperson will give us exact numbers, and Senate staffers have not been able to get those as well. So it's unclear what we're talking about. But as you noted, federal employee unions have already filed suit saying that there are rules around how a shutdown works, how federal employment works, and that this is a violation of that. And also, notably, the Republican chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee, Susan Collins, in a statement said that, quote, arbitrary layoffs result in a lack of sufficient personnel needed to conduct the mission of the agency and to deliver essential programs. The Senate Majority Leader, John Thune, was asked about these RIFs, and he said it was inevitable given this continued shutdown, Major.
Natalie, that was great and comprehensive on all fronts of this. I really appreciate that. There's the China story that also played out today. The market downturn coinciding almost precisely with a social media post from the president about 11 a.m. Eastern today. Then we had one just moments ago. It's impossible to cover all the things that are implicated in that. But in essence, the president is saying there's some actions that he interprets as hostile from China, and he, in the not-too-distant future, will respond in kind.
That's right. The president earlier today threatened to raise tariffs in response to letters sent by China to countries and basically threatening new export controls on rare earth minerals, which, as you know, has been a big focus of the administration to try to lift those export controls. This new Truth Social post, which we just got minutes ago, ups the ante and says that starting November 1st or sooner, depending on whether any further actions or changes are taken by China, the United States of America will impose a tariff of 100% on China over and above any tariff that are currently in place. So this is developing news, breaking news at this hour, this threat of a tariff of 100%. There's no question that the president will be asked about this shortly. CBS News is the pool today. Will be in the room when the president soon makes an announcement. Also notable that earlier Truth Social post by the president said that he was set to meet with Chinese President Xi on the sidelines of APEC, the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum summit coming up. And he said that maybe he will not do that at this point because of China's actions.
Natalie Brand, with all the details from the White House, I deeply appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.